Namaste and Jai Shri Krishna. Today we would be narrating the pastime of Utthaan Ekadashi. It is said that if one observes Ekadashi, then one receives entrance to Lord Vishnu's abode. Simply by listening to this Ekadashi katha, one attains the same merit as observing the fast. Please listen attentively. Utthaan Ekadashi pastime. It has 4 names: Haribodhinee, Prabodhinee, Devuthaniekadashi, Utthaan Ekadashi. And it is the second Ekadashi, Kartik Shukla Paksh, in the light fortnight in the month of Kartik.
Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to encourage more videos like this.
Lord Brahma said to Narad Muni, "Dear son, O best of the sages, I shall narrate to you the glories of Haribodhinee Ekadashi, which eradicates all kinds of sins and bestows great merit and ultimately liberation upon the wise persons who surrender unto the Supreme Lord. This sacred Ekadashi is more powerful in nullifying sin than 1,000 Ashvamedh sacrifices and 100 Rajasuya sacrifices." Narad Muni inquired, "O father, please describe to me the merits of fasting on this Ekadashi." "O son, a person whose sins equal Mount Sumeru in volume sees them all reduced to nothing if he simply fasts on Haribodhinee Ekadashi. The sins a person has accumulated over 1,000 previous births are burned to ashes if he not only fasts but also remains awake throughout the Ekadashi night." "O Narad, a person who strictly observes this fast achieves the results I have mentioned. Even if one does a small amount of pious activity on this day, following the rules and regulations, one will earn merit equal to Mount Sumeru in volume. The sins of one who, after due consideration, decides to fast on Haribodhinee Ekadashi are erased from 100 previous lives, and whoever fasts on and remains awake overnight on this Ekadashi achieves unlimited merit and after death goes to the supreme abode of Lord Vishnu. And 10,000 of his ancestors, relatives, and descendants also reach that abode. Even if one's forefathers were implicated in many sins and are suffering in hell, they still attain beautifully ornamented spiritual bodies and happily go to Vishnu's abode. O Narad, even one who has committed the heinous sin of killing a Brahmin is freed of all stains on his character by fasting on Haribodhinee Ekadashi and remaining awake that night. The merit that cannot be won by bathing in all the places of pilgrimage, performing a horse sacrifice, or giving cows, gold, or fertile land in charity can easily be achieved by fasting on this holy day and remaining awake throughout the night. All places of pilgrimage in all the 3 worlds at once come to reside in the house of a person who fasts on this Ekadashi. Therefore, to please the Lord, one should give up all engagements, surrender and observe this Ekadashi fast. He alone enjoys this world properly, and he will certainly achieve liberation. This Ekadashi is very dear to Lord Vishnu. O Narad, whoever fasts on this Ekadashi will definitely not enter a womb again, and thus faithful devotees of the Supreme Godhead give up all varieties of religion and simply surrender to fasting on this Ekadashi. O son, for anyone who bathes in a place of pilgrimage, gives charity, chants the holy names of the Supreme Lord, undergoes austerity, and performs sacrifices for God on Haribodhinee Ekadashi, the merit thus earned all becomes imperishable. A devotee who worships Lord Madhav on this day with first-class paraphernalia becomes free from the great sins of 100 lifetimes. This Ekadashi fast pleases Lord Janardhan so much that he takes the person who observes it back to his abode. Whoever desires beauty and happiness should try to honor Haribodhinee Ekadashi, especially if it falls on Dvadashi. Fasting on this Ekadashi is 1,000 times better than giving charity on the day of the solar or lunar eclipse. Whoever chants or hears descriptions of Lord Vishnu's qualities and pastimes, even if but a half or even a fourth of a verse, attains the wonderful merit derived from giving away 100 cows to a Brahmin. O Narad, during the month of Kartik, one should give up all kinds of ordinary duties and devote one's full time and energy, especially while fasting, to discussing the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Such glorification of Sri Hari on the day so dear to the Lord, Ekadashi, liberates 100 previous generations. One who spends his time enjoying such discussions, especially in the month of Kartik achieves the results of performing 10,000 fire sacrifices and burns all his sins to ashes. He who hears the wonderful narrations concerning Lord Vishnu, particularly during the month of Kartik, automatically earns the same merit as that bestowed upon someone who donates 100 cows in charity. O great sage, a person who chants the glories of Lord Hari on Ekadashi achieves the merit earned by donating 7 islands. Narad Muni asked his glorious father, O universal sire, O best of all the devas, please tell me how to observe this most sacred Ekadashi. What kind of merit does it bestow upon the faithful? Lord Brahma replied, O son, a person who wants to observe this Ekadashi should rise early on Ekadashi morning during the Brahma Muhurat hour. He should then clean his teeth and bathe. After worshipping Lord Sri Keshav, he should listen carefully to the sacred descriptions of the Lord. He should pray to the Lord thus, O Lord Keshav, I shall fast on this day which is so dear to you, and tomorrow I shall honor your sacred prasadam. O lotus-eyed Lord, O infallible one, you are my only shelter. Kindly protect me. On Haribodhinee Ekadashi, one should worship Sri Krishna with camphor, fruits and aromatic flowers. One should offer many kinds of fruits to the Lord and bathe him with water from a conch shell. Each of these devotional practices, when performed on Haribodhinee Ekadashi, is 10 million times more beneficial than bathing in all the places of pilgrimage and giving all forms of charity. Even Lord Indra joins his palms and offers his obeisances to a devotee who worships Lord Janardhan with first-class Agastya flowers on this day. The Supreme Lord Hari is very pleased when he is decorated with nice Agastya flowers. O Narad, I give liberation to one who devotedly worships Lord Krishna on this Ekadashi in the month of Kartik with leaves of the bale tree, and for one who worships Lord Janardhan with fresh tulsi leaves and fragrant flowers during this month, O son, I personally burn to ashes all the sins he has committed for 10,000 births. One who merely sees Tulsi Maharani, touches her, meditates on her, narrates her history, offers obeisances to her, prays to her for her grace, plants her, worships her, or waters her, lives in the abode of Lord Hari eternally. O Narad, one who serves Tulsi Devi in these 9 ways achieves happiness in the higher world. The forefathers of one who serves Tulsi in these 9 ways will live in the abode of Lord Hari. Those who worship Lord Keshav with kadamba flowers, which are very pleasing to him, get his mercy and do not see the abode of Yamraj, death personified. One who offers tulsi flowers, manjaris, to Sri Krishna during the month of Kartik receives more merit than can be obtained by donating 10 million cows. O greatest of Brahmins, Sri Narad, after thus worshipping Lord Keshav on Haribodhinee Ekadashi, one should rise early the next day, bathe, chant japa of Krishna's holy names, and render loving devotional service to the Lord. To break the fast, the devotee should first offer some prasadam to Brahmins, and only then, with their permission, eat some grains. Thereafter, to please the Supreme Lord, the devotee should worship his spiritual master and offer him sumptuous food, nice cloth, gold, and cows according to the devotee's means. Next, the devotee should donate a cow to a Brahmin. Then the devotee should offer him some dakshina, money, and feed the Brahmin. During this month, everyone should regularly offer a ghee lamp to Lord Vishnu or to Srimati Tulsi Devi in a temple. After offering his obeisances and begging permission, the devotee should eat his meal. On this Ekadashi, Chaturmasya ends. The Lord should be taken out on a grand Ratha Yatra festival on this day after awakening him from his sleep for the 4 months of Chaturmasya, that is, from Shayan Ekadashi, when the Lord had taken rest on the milk ocean. Thus I have narrated to you the complete process for observing Haribodhinee Ekadashi. Someone who reads or hears about this Ekadashi achieves the merit earned by donating cows to a qualified Brahmin. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Kartik Shukla Ekadashi, also known as Haribodhinee Ekadashi or Devuthaniekadashi, from the Skanda Puran. Namaste.
Haribol.